If you want to elevate your level of productivity, you have to elevate your level of self-reflection. Self-reflection is a habit, just like the habits I've been discussing over the last couple of weeks. Today I'm going to share with you a simple habit I use to evaluate my productivity. It's called the mirror test. And if you want to raise your game, I encourage you to take it. Every day I dedicate time to reflect on the day's events, and then I do a longer session on Saturday morning to reflect on the past week. Why? First of all, it makes me feel good. Second, every time I do this, and I've been doing it for years, I'm simply amazed, just amazed at how much I've accomplished. If you don't stop to reflect on and feel good about the progress you made, what's the point? I mean, seriously, I don't know about you, but I don't want to become a robot, and I don't want to be on this endless treadmill. Instead, I want to make a difference, a positive and meaningful difference in the lives of everyone I touch. And the only way I can evaluate that progress is through reflective thinking. Saturday morning is by far my favorite time of the week. I mean, I just love reflecting back on the week. In fact, it fuels my energy. It helps me to recognize that the work I do matters. And I want you to have the same experience. And I want you to master the mirror test. Think about your last week. I have to believe that you picked up some valuable insight over the last week. Let's practice. What did you accomplish? I mean, how do you feel about your progress? What didn't you accomplish and why? What did you discover or learn so far during the course of the week? What would you do more of that worked? What would you stop doing that didn't work? What would you explore, test, or experiment with? These questions are like pure gold. I ask myself these questions every Saturday morning, and I strongly suggest that you master the cadence that I just rattled off so it rolls off your head just like it does for mine. See, the mirror test is how to maintain the power of momentum. It gives you valuable insight. Let's unpack this further. Every week, I reflect on the results I get and also I don't get. Results, in my opinion, provide education. What worked, what didn't? What would I stop doing? What would I start doing? What would I do differently? Like self-reflection just provides an incredible amount of value and insight. Let's face it, your job, my job, our job is laced with a ton of challenges. Every day, we get things thrown our way that we never expected. Yet our job is to navigate them, and we have a responsibility to help others navigate them as well. We also get tapped on the shoulder from time to time to champion change. Sometimes this is exciting and exhilarating. Other times, like you wonder, you scratch your head going, how am I going to fit this in amongst everything else I'm doing? Trust that you're not alone on this. Every leader I've ever talked to who's doing anything of value shares the same types of challenges. But hear me on this, and I'm going to ask you to trust me. You will not succeed if you don't dedicate time every week to reflect on what worked and what didn't. In fact, conversely, you'll have an insane amount of success if you make this process part of your DNA. It is without question been the number one difference maker in my business and in my life. And I want the same for you. I wouldn't be sharing this if I didn't want the same for you. So do me a favor. No, hang on a second. Let me say that differently. Do yourself a favor. Mark today as a new beginning. Mark today's day as a new beginning. I invite you to think about where you are right now and who you want to be and what you want to accomplish. What small course adjustments can you and your team make that will set the tone for the months ahead? Every small and seemingly insignificant adjustment you implement will compound itself over time if you stick with it, but you got to stick with it. And I challenge you to take the mirror test, not just once, but every single week. And I want you to notice just how powerful this is. Challenge yourself to see things differently. See the difference you're making. Reflect on how you broke a complex task down into smaller, more manageable components, or where you made them more difficult for yourself. Call your attention to how you stepped forward and took ownership of something, or how you stepped back and maybe deflected to somebody else. Notice how, without hesitation, you exhibited courage to do something, as opposed to stressing out over everything. Catch yourself dealing with something totally unexpected with a little more ease and grace than you might have previously. This, my friends, is so simple, yet it's extremely effective. Yet I'm just blown away that so many leaders do not do this. Ironically, it's often the same leaders who complain about being overwhelmed and frustrating. To me, it's crazy. My advice, commit to making the mirror test your new Saturday morning routine. Share your results with me. I'd love to hear them, okay? If you want to accomplish more, than you ever imagined possible with a newfound level of ease and grace, I seriously encourage you to get my Power Week Power Life system, and I'll personally share more strategies and tactics that changed my life personally and professionally just like those. Check it out. The link is in the description if you're interested. Okay, if you like this video, do me a favor. Give it a thumbs up, share a comment related to your business, and of course subscribe, because each week I'm sharing content to help you and your team embrace change, focus your efforts, and accelerate results. We'll talk to you soon.